Hello and welcome back to the second of the late night jazz editions of Dead Cells. This is Strawman Gaming, I'm your Strawman. And what's this bobbling tank about? Seems to be purple goo coming in, but I don't know what's coming out of it. Anyway, we haven't done very well so far. I think that's fairly irrefutably true. So we're going to try and do better today. I'm going to get less of our own butts, and we're going to do well. Things I have learned in the first second of this video. You can crouch and dodge arrows, and you can shoot arrows from a crouch, but you can't attack from a crouch. That's where I got shot in the back of the head. So, you know, that's as long, you know, it's a roguelite. As long as you're learning, you know, you're not standing still, you're always improving. What did we improve on last time? We leveled up our health flask slightly. So, you know, that's something. We didn't get any new runes or weapons or anything, but I'd have to actually finish the second level for that to happen. Which feels further every day. Which isn't the direction you want to be moving for such things, but that does a lot of damage. Not that much, apparently. Get bowed. I've learnt. I really want the infantry bow. So we'll stick with brutality. Maybe I should, like, really focus on one. Or I'll plan to do that and they'll just give me a mix. Let's focus on brutality. And therefore, you know, save that. Like, buy shop items that work with brutality. Hope we get chest items that scale with it. This does. Oh, just like a grenade, but on the Y button. That won't confuse me in the least. What hit me there? Excuse me? Don't really know. But yeah, it's nice to have a bit of passive damage. Scroll of power. Brutality. Let's do it. Let's keep this gravy train rolling. Let's get an infantry grenade. Missed a little bit. I know one of the paths we've missed is the path to the toxic sewers or the normal sewers. I can't remember which one we've unlocked, but isn't that relevant? But this might be something. See, we could get a crossbow that. See, I'm so deep in sunk cost fallacy right now because I'm like, oh, I paid for this. The scales with red, that was our whole thing. I don't care, I want the bow. I wasn't that over... Do you know what, that's stupid. Being stupid, don't be stupid, give me that. So that was a waste of 1,000 gold, but a valuable lesson in making, you know, thinking before acting. There can't be anywhere else, can there? There's a little bit up here. Sorry, there's a little bit here. And yeah, it's a vine rune, so that must be the sewers. We got a chest. Yeah, beginners, but yep, okay, I think we're good to go. So I think that went better. It seemed fairly smooth. 6, my goodness. It's gonna take a few runs to get that. I'm going full red. Maybe I should go to the toxic sewers, because I won't have those teleporting enemies with the swords that I cannot handle. Next episode. Or next run. Potentially this episode. Likely this episode. But yeah, it's good to have a plan. I wonder if, like, the way it's generated is every element must have one of these little puzzling sections. It must have that tower with the garden keys. You know, I don't know how procedural generation works. I watched a video once about how... If I hadn't messed about with that gold door, I would have made that door easily. That's foolish of me. Oh, at least I take it back. I was gonna say, at least I only got hit by the weaker enemy, by the zombie, rather than the big bad. But then I got hit by the zombie twice, so for all the good it probably did me, it did me no good at all. Okay, zombies are my new thing, are they? Good. It's good to keep things fresh. Oh yeah, I have a grenade. See? Used it and everything with it. Zombies! Why did he die in a cloud of poison? Did I miss this? Toxic. Okay. Yep, I'll pick that up. Why not? Oh, that's why they changed the name, because now that's called the quickfire turret. See, we're learning. We're not standing still. Even if we are crap, we're not standing still. Why isn't this working? Okay. So, again, one-on-one. It's the Dark Souls problem. One-on-one, they're not an issue. I can't even get to him. Oh no, I'm really sad and we're going to get murdered by the guy. Okay, so I got used to the quick blade that lets you do attacks in the air, which I can no longer do. Get poisoned. Absolute mess. Love it. I don't think poison and fire have a synergy. I don't think it's like a Divinity Original Sin where, you know, poison clouds are explosive. So combining the two just means massive damage. I think it's just two sources of damage over time, but I don't know for sure. Oh, and I haven't got a respawn either, so I've got 142 health. Well, I noticed in the last run, when I actually started worrying about my health, I did quite a lot of the game without taking any damage. But the rest of the time, like, I've got a healing item, I've got loads of time, it's going to be fine. This is just a risk for absolutely no reason. Okay. I do like that most enemies don't have contact damage in the strictest sense. Yeah, they can hit you, but you can like walk into them and roll past them. Which I think for a lot of these kind of... I don't know, maybe that's always the way it is in Metroidvania, but this isn't, you know, a genre-defining Metroidvania I'm about to name, but like, in the Blind Forest, I'm sure enemies in that do contact damage. So I don't think I'm crazy for thinking it's nice that enemies don't do contact damage. I seem to have mastered zombies again, and by mastered I mean I am less their bitch than I was before. But still, progress. It's all about progress. Look. So, yeah, 4. Is that the highest we've ever had to sing? I feel like it is. Okay, I see nothing indicating this is a trap. Ooh. Please scale. Oh, it scales with purple. But it is a lot better. And we do have 2 purple. You know, we will eventually start taking purple because of the diminished returns from, well, diminished returns from health, but not damage from red might make it less desirable. But primarily, Frostblast is used to freeze things, so it doesn't matter if it's doing more damage. It doesn't matter to me. Maybe it should. As yet, it does not manage to manage? Oh my goodness. So I prefer to only aggro one of you. See, this is why I'm very pro Frost Blast. I think that freezes the water and makes everything that goes in it slow as well. Oh, he must have had a star above his head that I didn't notice. Yeah, just keep on keeping on. Kills the birds, so that's worth it. And I'm glad that interrupts. Okay, we're gonna get these Spartan sandals. They're taking them to the collector. It's happening. In which ways minimize the risk of dying? Oh, sharp. This definitely does. I'm never gonna get my health back to maximum. But that's so much more damage. Oh. I'm sad. But we will come back for that, because that's a massive damage upgrade. Especially with the crowd control from Frost Blast. We can always get that third hit. It's like, you know, a Y and 3 X's should kill. Most things. I should probably help against the boss, but you know, it's far too early to be talking about killing the boss. It's far too early to be talking about seeing the boss, if I'm honest. But this does feel... But like I said, this game goes tits up so quickly. Oh, he didn't even know it hit him. Yeah, it goes tits up so quickly that I don't want to... Like, oh, this is going really well, and then, you know, I'm in the ground. I didn't pay attention to how much it was. 3550. Okay. So another 130 gold. I'm sure these gentlemen will be only too happy to oblige me with. Lovely. 3-5. No. Need to murder even more people and take their money so I can buy weapons. I am America's foreign policy. Let's go. Oh, 3561. That is enough money. Give me some daggers. I'm ready. I hope. And they didn't have anything, because we had the daggers before, but they made us take 50% more damage, which just meant we were glass cannon to the extreme. So 25% damage and more damage when I'm at full health. So on the next level, if we ever see it, these will be even better still. I really want to finish this level. I'd love to have a positive one. So I'll go down. Okay. Why? Okay. You guys have got to go. It's good that you can change direction in the air. Well, hard to explain. Was that a challenge room? No, it's a door. I'm sure somebody knows what that means, but I sure as heck don't. Okay, need the wall jump to progress here. Man, they really have added some seriously branching paths to this. You know, and the... Use the teleporter. Metroidvania is cool because of the way it limits progress through upgrades. But it's really cool to see a roguelike do it so well. Like, I'm consistently impressed by this game and what it manages to do. So it looked like that was just the third hit on any enemy, so every third hit of my weapon creates a crit. I'm sure within like certain time constraints or whatever, but what didn't necessarily seem to have to be the same weapon or the same enemy. My goodness, sentences are getting increasingly. Oh, I am instantly regretting that decision. So they don't teleport until their second phase. So I'm just ignoring him. We are done. So I need the mummy robe to progress. No, am I gonna have to fight a mummy robe elite? Is that what you're telling me here? Oh, I missed that goal. I can go back. Oh no, I can just jump off. I'm really glad there wasn't spikes at the bottom there. Ramparts. That's a level. We've completed a level, boys. And girls. Although I did look at my demographic, and it was a 99% male. So if you know any women, and any at all, and you want to, like, think they might enjoy my content, please recommend it. Because I don't think I'm in any way exclusive. But, you know, maybe I am in ways I'm not aware of. But it would be good to have some women watching it. It would be good to have, you know, more of anyone watching it. I don't... Knocks enemies back and interrupts their attack, inflicts X damage if the victim is held against a wall. Exactly enough for health upgrade. Very pleased with that. Give me a mutation. What have you got, boy? Oh. Why is that locked? That's fine. I guess this. Okay, so we've got twice the amount of heals we used to have. This feels... We've got items, I understand. And we're coming to a new area. I'd say it's going quite well. On the downside, if you can call it that, it means we're going to have one run this video, because we're at 17 minutes. And I'm not going to stick a second one in, just for padding length. You know, I respect you all too much for that, to waste your time with trash tier content. Just for the sake of making it. Sorry, I'm just stopped talking there because I was just really excited. I'm like, oh yeah, new level. Just focus on enjoying it, don't worry about entertaining people. Because, you know, believe it or not, I do worry about entertaining people with all my other content. It might not come across that way, but I do care. Oh yes, you... Did I just take damage from hitting him from above? That'd be cool, because he has got horns. I assume they're horns. Maybe they're shoulder pads, I don't know. They do quite slow-moving magic attacks, but there's a bunch of them that can be quite overwhelming quite quickly. Okay, I guess we'll upgrade our Frost Blast. All our stuff gets stronger, and we get like, considerably stronger. Something good, like a great weapon. I'd love a great... That's cool too. 100% damage on a poison target. I don't have any sources of poison, but can't recycle yet. Over here. Something I've noticed is the movement feels really good. Like when you're playing the game as it's meant to be played, but when you try and do some like really fine platforming, like oh I want to stand like right on this edge here, to try and do like a pixel perfect jump, it can be quite... It's not slidey because the controls are very tight, but I don't know, it just... Maybe that's intentional, you know, to motivate you to play the game the way they want you to play it. I've watched a few videos about that from a guy called... Oh, what's his name? He's very famous. He does a thing called Game Maker's Toolkit. Look him up. He makes some excellent videos about game design. But ways in which game designers essentially protect you from yourself. As strange as that sounds, you know. Because players will naturally tend towards modes of play that are successful but aren't necessarily fun. You know, if you watch in a multiplayer shooter, the amount of people that will camp. Like, oh, it's a valid strategy. I'm like, yeah, but you're sitting in a corner aiming down sight. Like... It's not exactly life affirming, is it? What is that? I don't... This is how mind-flooded I was just there. I pressed right bumper to do something, so... Okay, there was some slight inefficiency there, because I don't know exactly how much my flasks heal for. That's a lot of damage. Oh, you... Yes, you birds, I remember you. Use your Frost Blast, it's important. I can't get the sledgehammer because I can't do the wall jump yet. But yeah, people will tend to play in ways that are more successful rather than more fun. Because, you know, winning's fun. I don't feel ready for this, because this is a boss. But we've still got a heal left, and there's still some level to explore. So we'll keep going, and then we'll come back. But, you know, at least you'll get to see the boss this episode. So that's cool. I think that's cool. You can shoot through the Z layer as well, which, do I mean that? Anyway, you can shoot through walls, and I do not think that's okay. There would be much, much weaker enemies if they couldn't, so I understand why they've done that. But understanding something is not the same as necessarily liking it. See, there's a scroll up here. Would have been weaker for the boss. Although it doesn't necessarily make us that much stronger. Yep. I think they've made it easier to fall off the level now as well. Also, if the Black Bridge is that early, does that mean there's other... I mean, it's a metroidvania, so there should be other, like, branching paths, but there didn't used to be. That was... I love those enemies. That was the way out of this level, was the Black Bridge with a boss on it. Oh my goodness, this unlock, this unlock. The attack animation takes just slightly less than my freeze animation. Does to go off. Which I think... I don't know if that's intentional or designed not to be able to be hard countered by the freeze, but I'd prefer if they were hard countered by the freeze, obviously, because, you know. You know what, should we just head back to the bridge and just fight the boss? I don't know, I feel like my odds are diminishing every moment that we're here. Some crap like that happens. So they do seem, I mean, when I jumped in the air, they seem to recoil from me slightly. Get absolutely out of my face. Okay, so you can't be frozen and on fire at the same time. That's ludicrous game design. Isn't it? Okay. So we are gradually creeping towards death. But as long as we're alive, there's always hope. We're fighting a boss. And making progress. Catching fire and melting things. That grenade's got quite good, actually. Please don't die. Do you know what? I don't want to deal with you. I'm going back to the bus. I'm just gonna have to do it because I don't believe I will survive. 24 minutes 50. Plenty of content. I want to make progress, and I just feel like that was a game of attrition I was never going to do well in. So what's support? Oh, it's a mutation. Okay. So... recycling is probably more immediately useful than gold recovery. Even if I can't quite afford it. What have you got for me? nothing useful for an upcoming boss fight. Because there's no additional enemies, so this won't do me any good. I don't have ammo in my ranged weapon. So... I've never actually killed this boss. So, if we do it first time, I will be very impressed. And surprised. This boss called the Incomplete One. This does seem to be... Ow. Going... So that's a damaging aura that I don't want to be anywhere near. So you can just choose to not be frozen, is that right? Oh, no, you can resist, that's cool. You have to jump over that one. To jump over that one. Oh, I thought I interrupted it. Okay, get away. Oh yes, the horrible jump attack. I forgot about that. Don't die, don't die, please don't die. Oh, I'm gonna have 6 health. That's great. Well, I did warn you. But I think that, you know, all things considered, I think that went quite well. So we've seen the first boss. We've made progress. I don't know if it... Why does this keep coming back? Can I put it... Yeah, I put it in top right corner, you can't see it. Has anything changed here? Have we unlocked anything? Any new dialogue options? No. So all we unlocked was bigger health flask. That's something, and we saw the boss, and we've made progress, so we gained a bit of confidence. So we'll end the episode there. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, and leave a comment down below saying what you liked about it. If you didn't enjoy it, hit that dislike button, leave a comment down below saying what you didn't like about it. I mean, new content every single day, so if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. This has been Sprawling Gaming, I'm your Strawman, and I will see you tomorrow.